have to start today. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emma. If you are already a subscriber, all the love to you. But if you're new here, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, because on this channel we are talking everything about self-love, confidence, productivity, how to achieve your goals, how to be that girl, with a little bit of, like daily life and travel, sprinkle on top. But yeah, everything while being true and honest, like we don't fake it over here, so But yes, in today's video, I want to talk about something super exciting that I think you're gonna love. So go grab that drink and get comfy, and let's get right into it. So I want to talk about how to start building those habits now, so by the time January rolls around, you're ready and on your way to smash those New Year's resolution for 2025. The first thing that I want to cover is the psychology of a habit. Like how to actually form a habit, because it takes quite some time for your brain to get used to a new action. Don't you ever find yourself saying something and then you have motivation to do it for like 2 days, and after that you don't want to do it anymore? Well, that's because your brain doesn't understand what is happening, and it's something you never did before, and we like comfortable. Like in our primitive nature, we like comfortable. And yeah, the brain just gonna get scared, and it's gonna get into this panic and trying everything in its power to like make you not being motivated. So in order to create a habit, it takes some willpower and also time, and you need to be consistent during this, actually 66 days, which is quite a lot. But exactly why I'm doing this video today, guys. Today is the 5th of October. There's still so much time until January 1st. So we have all the time in the world to actually get into the habits that we want to do in 2025, because yeah, we are getting ready now. What I think it's an easy way to build a habit is to not just force that routine, but also implement rewards. I don't mean like big rewards, but like, you do you, girl. Like if you want big rewards, who am I to tell you to go small? But I'm talking about like something that you can reward yourself with, even for the small actions that you do towards your goal, right? So what I would suggest is like trying to determine what the habit is, and then kind of like put it together with something that you love, and then only getting the thing that you love after you did something to help you build that habit. And also another thing, I don't want you to think that from tomorrow, like let's assume that your goal in 2025, one of them, is to run. I don't want you to assume that you should start tomorrow and run like 5 kilometers, because that's crazy. Like that's insane. Like you also need to be realistic, like I don't know, maybe if you didn't run in your life until now, then you won't be able to run 5 kilometers, or I don't know, I wouldn't be. But if you can, then wow. But anyways, let's assume that this is your goal. What I would do, like is trying to break it down into smaller steps. So if you want to get to 5 kilometers, then start today with, like half a kilometer, or like try, I don't know, 15 minutes, or like try jogging, or just go for like a speed walk. Every single thing, even if you go put your like running shoes and go outside, and then in the end you end up not running but just like walking around the block, then it's still fine, because the action of running implies you putting the shoes and getting outside, and like at the end actually run. But because you did like first step and second step, there's just one step missing, which you're gonna achieve. And also, as I was saying in the beginning, we like to stay true and honest over here. So everybody is facing challenges whenever they are deciding to start a new habit, and it's totally normal, and you should think this is gonna happen actually. But I think one way to make it work easier for you is to try to implement that habit and like tie it up with something that you're already doing. So for example, if you are taking a walk every single day to go to like the metro station or something, but your new habit would be to listen to more podcasts, then maybe you want to like pair these two together, right? Like you can listen to the podcast while walking to your metro, or while driving to work, or if you want to exercise more, then you can start with like a 5-minute walk or a 10-minute walk. If you don't exercise at all and you're really, like couch potato. I'm also a couch potato sometimes, it's fine. But yeah, so I think what I want to say here is actually try to break it into really small, manageable actions, and then pair it with something that you already are doing, because that would just be easier. Because in these times everybody's so busy, everything is like running around next to us, and we are also trying to run around, and we need to make it work somehow. So another thing I want to mention, because I also find myself feeling bad about myself for not doing certain stuff, is actually tracking your progress. Because a lot of times you might find yourself saying, oh, I'm actually not doing anything towards my goal and towards the habit that I'm trying to create. But then, because you don't have anything to look back to, you might miss the fact that you actually are putting in the effort and the action towards that goal and habit. So what I would recommend, truly recommend, is, I don't know, have like a habit tracker app, or maybe a journal. I really like writing down stuff, like I feel like everything that you're writing down somehow, it's getting in the physical world, so there's more power to it. So if you also are okay with writing, I probably will recommend that more than like another app on your phone, because there's already enough apps on our phones and there's already enough time on our phones. So let's just go back a little bit to like the more traditional ways. That actually is not just traditional, but I actually feel like it holds power. Yeah, so tracking your habits, because like imagine, even at your job, probably, or at least in my job, I have to do reports, right? So then how can I do reports if I didn't track anything? So the same applies to your life. You need to track stuff so you know what to look back at, and you know what happened and how you can improve from there. But if you don't have any idea, then you're also lost. You think you didn't do anything, you don't know what the next move should be, you don't know nothing. Like, it's quite hard. You need to keep yourself accountable. And plus to this tracking is, whenever you feel unmotivated, go back and look at everything that you did until now, because that's gonna motivate you again. Like, let's assume, like with training, maybe today you don't feel like training, but then you go to your habit tracker journal, because I'm recommending writing, right? So you go back to your journal and you see, oh, last week I actually worked out for 5 days, and this week only for 2, and today I don't feel like going, but like, look how good I did last week. So like, probably, most likely, you're gonna get that energy going and you're gonna feel motivated by yourself, which is another great thing, because it's so easy to fall in the trap and get distracted by everybody's else lives but yourself. Like, it's everywhere, and I get it. I'm also like, whenever I'm talking to you guys and I'm making these videos, I'm actually like talking to myself also. When I'm editing the videos and I see this, I'm like, yeah, you're so right. I want to hear somebody telling me this. With social media and everything, it's so easy to compare ourselves and to just say like, oh, they already have everything figured out and how they can and I cannot, and blah 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 blah. But you should not compare to them. Because guess what? Probably, most definitely, you're not gonna get anywhere if you keep comparing yourself to them. How are you gonna achieve that level that they might already be at? Is by comparing yourself to yourself. So yeah, kind of goes hand in hand with, you know, tracking everything and checking your journal, and whenever you feel unmotivated, go back to it and then find the motivation within yourself based on your actions for your own goals. Let me tell you this story, because this one, it's so like, it just makes my soul so happy. So yeah, at one point I had so many notes in my phone, you know, and yeah, I was just going through them and trying to clean everything and delete whatever I didn't use anymore. I think this was in 2021. I don't know, I think 2021. And the wish list was for, I don't remember, bro, wait. No, okay, I think I was in 2021 and the wish list was for 2020. Was it? Yeah, I think so. So yeah, sorry about that. So I was in 2021, the wish list was for 2020. Obviously, you know, the 2020 was already over, and cleaning my notes and everything, I just came upon this like wish list for 2020, you know, and there was a huge ass list with everything that I wanted to achieve in 2020, or like things that I want to happen to me. And I totally forgot about that list, you know, like it was not in my mind at all. And then just finding it, and you know, like just ticking most of the stuff off that list was so amazing. Most of the things that I couldn't tick off was because of the pandemic, you know. But yeah, it was so interesting because, you know, like I didn't actually prepare for most of the stuff in advance like I'm suggesting now, but also some of the things that I wished then were not like things that require habits. So when it comes to your New Year's resolution, in my opinion, what I am doing actually, it's, you know, like things that don't require a habit. I think you don't need to necessarily plan for them, because I really do believe in the power of manifestation and your subconscious mind, and the fact that the actual power is within you and not anywhere outside in the exterior world, and you just need to know how to channel it and how to not know but probably learn, because it's yeah, we all have it, but we just need to know how to access it and use it correctly. So getting back to the initial idea, the things that require habits, I think we should start a little bit before January 1st. As I was saying, on average it takes around 66 days to actually form a new habit. But the things that don't require habits, I think it's really nice to, you know, like just write it down and forget about it. Really, like forget about it in a way. When I'm saying forget about it, I'm not saying like, you know, actually not thinking about it at all, because it's something that you want. Obviously you're gonna think about it more, but I'm saying like forget about you not being able to actually get that, because why wouldn't you be able? Why are you limiting yourself? And guess what? If you're saying that you're not able, you're not gonna be able. So I'm reading this book now, and it's saying everything that your conscious mind it's saying, your subconscious mind takes as true. Even if it's a lie, even if it's a bad thing, even if it's negative, your subconscious mind doesn't know what negative or positive is. It just know that something is, and that's it, and it takes it literally. And yeah, why would you do this to yourself? don't do this to yourself, baby girl or baby boy. I might have also guys here, but yeah, my target audience is girls, but the guys are really welcome also. It's time for homework. It's time for homework, so grab your pen and paper and write it down, because next week I'm gonna check. So for 1 week at least, so between today and next Sunday, I want you to notice every single time, like be aware of your words, be aware of your thoughts, and every single time that it's not a word or a thought serving you and acting towards your purpose and your goals, change it right away. Right away. I don't want you to think negatively. I don't want you to think that you cannot afford, that you cannot do, that you cannot get. I don't want you. Whenever you see that you're thinking that, whenever you recognize, and because you're gonna be aware this week, you will actually recognize a lot of stuff, and you will be like, damn, I didn't even know I'm setting myself back that much. Try to recognize all these thoughts that are not serving you and just twist it like 360. You know, it's that easy. Actually, it's that easy. It's not even hard. It's not even hard. You just need to be a little bit more aware. But this is in general, aware of everything. Like a lot of times I'm walking around or I'm waiting in a line and everybody is on their phones. They are glued to the phones. Like they are not enjoying anything in their environment anymore. They are just scrolling, swiping, scrolling. Like, come on, you can, like enjoy. I was waiting at like a fast food called Halal Fried Chicken or whatever, and I was waiting in line, and I understand it might be boring or something to wait in a line for food, blah blah, so you grab your phone. But then everybody was just on their phones, and I was just looking around and seeing everybody on their phones. You are here right now in the present moment waiting for your food. You have these really nice people preparing your food, because they were all like young and really cute, and they were all looking at us at one point and like smiling, and I was the only one seeing them, because everybody else was in their phones. And yeah, you never know, whenever an opportunity can just like pass you, like go past you. Disclaimer, English is not my native language, and I'm also not very good at it. So when I do mistakes, please don't mind them. Okay? Thank you. But yes, let's get back on the initial subject of this video, because I tend to, speak my mind in every single area possible, all in one video, and we're gonna be here for like 2 hours, but it's fine. It's fine, right? Yes, so I'm seeing all these videos on YouTube like, oh, prepare for the new year, like what goals should I have, and blah blah, write it down, forget about it, don't do anything. But as I was saying, like the ones that require habits, you need to do something, because you're not just gonna wake up. I mean, I would like it to, I want to train my mind to. But until we train our minds to, we need to also put the action. But yeah, so it's just better to start earlier, so that you make sure that when January 1st actually comes, you are already on the track with like your journal already has a few pages that you are so proud of, and that you can look back at whenever maybe on the 2nd of January you don't feel motivated anymore. So yeah, I see all the reasons to actually start sooner than later. Like at the same time, come on guys, you don't need to wait for January. Like it doesn't matter if it's January or March or August or December, or just invent another month. It still doesn't matter. Like, if you want to start something, just start something. Don't wait for these excuses like something is gonna just be different because it's January. It's just a new month, new year. But same you if you don't do anything. I guess this is all for today. I hope I could provide some value and maybe install this idea in your mind that you can go write it down, see whatever requires a habit, and then break it down into smaller, manageable actions. Pair it with something that you already are doing and track your progress and reward yourself on the way. And then, yeah, I'm sure we will all achieve our goals in 2025. I cannot wait for, you know, like my small community at the time of speaking, so maybe, you know, we can do like a check-in with everybody at the end of 2025 and see if we actually achieve our goals. It would be actually quite interesting for me to know what your goals are for 2025. So if you feel like you want to share some of them, because I totally get like privacy and maybe some of them you want to keep for yourself, but if there's anything that you want to share, please comment down below, because I'm actually, you know, like quite interested, and maybe I get like new ideas for new stuff that I can do. So yeah guys, please inspire me, inspire anybody else who will read the comments also, and be part of this movement and community, and yeah, be active. Because you never know who's gonna read your comment and maybe get inspired. But yes, I'm super glad you watched my video until now, and if you're still here, then I wanna like hug you, but I can't. And until next time, please don't forget to have homework. This is really important. You have homework, okay? I'm like that teacher, where are my glasses? That teacher that if you don't do your homework, you get detention. P.S. There's no detention in Romania, but anyways, we adapted to the American style, you know? So yes, the homework, if I need to repeat myself, every single time that you find yourself saying something or thinking something that is not serving you, please try to switch it, like turn it upside down, the other way around, like the complete opposite, and just switch that thought, that word, like in that moment, and just see how it makes you feel. Experiment with it, but give it a try. Like, don't try one time and then of course you're not gonna feel like, oh my god, I'm so confident, I actually can do this, you know, and truly feel it inside your soul and heart. Probably not, but like allow it, you know, some time to like settle in and be a part of your conscious mind, so then it can be part of your subconscious. As I was saying, your subconscious mind acts like should we call it a sponge? So it really sucks everything, and it doesn't care what it is, from your conscious mind. So just try to make it in your favor and be kind to yourself on the way, because we all have these moments when we don't feel our best and that confident, and yeah, it just happens. So don't forget to be kind. I'm not gonna preach violence here because yeah, I know we're all struggling with. So just be kind and don't forget about your homework, and I will see you at the next video. Until then, please take care of your mind, body and soul. I love you guys. Bye.